Good day everyone and welcome to SCP Illustrated, entry log 69. Today we're going to be exploring part 2 of When Day Breaks. Now same as before, expect some violence, blood and emotional scenes. Now I won't keep you waiting any further, let's just get straight into this. The confidential data release of this SCP has been authorised by the following council members.
This is Agent Mosley from Site 14. For the benefit of everyone hearing this, don't go to Site 14. It's gone. We lost power last night and everything got out. The only positive thing to come out of it was that everything melted as soon as it got outside. We've lost all contact with the administrator. We've stopped receiving communications from Site 19. Every facility has gone quiet, except one. We caught a distress signal from Site 46 before things went to shit on our end. We're gonna go check it out. It's our nearest site. Vehicles will attract too much attention, so we're on foot. There's 5 of us left. I honestly doubt all of us will make it there alive. But it's the only place left.
A lingering paranoid sensation washes over you. You're being watched. You defensively dart your eyes about, though they take a second to adjust to the darkness beyond the monitor. The emergency light sweeps across the room, stretching and twisting the shadows beyond recognition. That's when you spot it. There, in the corner, coming out of the puddle. Time slows to a halt. A pair of hands coated in the lustrous black slime you followed through the facility are on either side of the sickening pool, as if something beneath the floor is bracing itself.
Yo, what happened to all the SCPs? Did they melt too?
Trying to lift itself up. Something inhuman. The head comes next, rising from the muck. Matted hair conceals its face, plastered over it by the mystery fluid. It turns in your direction. It stares at you from the corner, which once again falls into darkness. The emergency light continues its journey across the room. It washes over the puddle again, revealing nothing out of the ordinary. Revision 9, updated 986 days ago. Special containment procedures and description unchanged. Dr. Igota appears on the monitor. She's lost weight. Her eyes are bloodshot and wide.
She's been cutting herself.
On the table before her lay a knife, a bowl, and a stack of manila envelopes filled with yellowing pages. Atop this stack is a blood-stained parchment.
Despite the things we have to deal with here at the Foundation, I've always believed we would be able to maintain control. We would hold the darkness at bay, let mankind flourish in the light. Site 19 stopped broadcasting last month. It's been getting harder and harder to find a reason to keep going. Especially without...
She grabs the knife, contemplates it for a moment.
I keep going over it again and again in my mind. The day back in the tunnels. Everything that happened, I've gone down there a few times, if only to hear her voice again. But it's wrong. That thing on the other side of the door, it isn't her. Not anymore. It sounds like her. It knows everything she knew, but it's not her. This light, it takes your body. It steals your mind. But what about your soul?
With this, she slices into the palm of her left hand and winces. You watch her clench her fist, draining her blood into the bowl.
If this works, if I can bring back something the light couldn't reach, I'll post an update here For now, signing off.
Revision 4847 error. Updated 985 days ago. Item.
Hurts.
Object.
Apologise.
SCP-001
Should not be contained.
survivors of the SCP-001 event stationed within secure facilities.
Can never truly be with one another.
Personnel are encouraged to
Get over themselves and stop thinking they know better. You can't hide down here forever.
Personnel exposed to SCP-001
Aren't people you can just abandon. I didn't ask you to save me. It wasn't your choice to make.
A euthanization is not to be attempted. Conductive electrical weapons have proven partially effective at immobilizing instances.
You couldn't stand seeing me better off.
Incendiary weapons
Tickle.
Cryonic munitions are the most effective thus far. Personnel stationed at Site 19
Have no regrets. Neither did I. It's never too late.
SCP-001 is a designation given to the Sun.
After we finally became free,
The effects are instantaneous, resulting
in a release from all suffering, until he ripped me away. These changes seem scary, I know.
Despite this restructuring, at no point,
Will you die? I promise.
due to their composition, instances of SCP-001-8 that make contact with one another may combine and blend.
And finally exist.
This does not cause
Any pain.
Since the SCP-001 event, most instances have congregated into such collectives, which seem to possess no maximum volume. The resulting biomass is
Beautiful.
the component organisms will shift in and over and around and through,
And in and out and in and out and in.
limbs and bodies hold
Never letting go. Alas,
before deteriorating and being subsumed by another life form. Collective instances will locomote by trying to get close to you again.
Trying so hard. Let me in. Let me go back.
There's a video file attached. Opening it, you see that it presents the room you're in. The feed seems to be coming from one of the security cameras. Up in the corner of the room, it's dark, but you can just make out Dr. Igota lying on a pile of laundry along the far wall. She's writhing in her sleep. She seems tormented, hurt. She's tossing and turning and mumbling nonsense words. The camera shakes. It lifts upwards for a moment before it focuses on her again. It starts moving closer, slowly. The speakers come to life, picking up an airy, breathy static. As the camera moves closer to the doctor, it becomes clearer, crisper. It's not merely white noise, but dozens, hundreds of voices whispering unintelligibly over each other. You lean in, press your ear almost against the speaker, trying to discern what it is that's being said. Something strange stands out amidst the discordance. Are you paying attention? This next bit is just for you.
Me? Fuck, nigga. Yeah, I'm paying attention. Fuck. Can I help you? Hey, yo, this next bit is just for all of us, bro. I hope y'all paying attention.
You're not quite sure what to make of it though. Looking back at the monitor, the camera has come to a halt inches away from the sleeping doctor. The voices stop. There is no sound. A hand, black and oily and skeletal, reaches out for her, brushes away a lock of hair. Her eyes shoot open. She recoils in shock. The feed cuts out. Revision 12. Updated 1 day ago. Special containment procedures and description unchanged. Dr. Igota appears before you on the screen, looking even worse for wear than when she did previously. Her hair is thinning, with large swathes appearing absent from the middle of her head. If they weren't reflecting from the soft glow of the monitor, you would have assumed she no longer had eyes, for how deep they'd recessed into her skull. She stares ahead, unblinking.
She won't stop. She won't go away. I know. I didn't know. I didn't pick up an info. Full hazard. Browsing the archives. Tested my myself for 4673 infection. Negative. 5189 is the only other one that uses print as a vector. Can't beat that. I still have all my fingers.
Her lips crack into a broken grin. She lets out a weak laugh and displays her trembling hands. What appears to be the mostly skeletal remains of a finger is embedded into the flesh of her left hand, in the stump that would have supported her natural ring finger. 2 wedding bands loosely encircle the digits, laying atop one another.
So, I'm not infected. I'm not, I'm not crazy. I know the ritual worked. I know it's really her. It's her, and she...
Something catches her attention off screen. She cocks her head, listening.
No, I can't. You're not you. Not the same. Not you, it's not you anymore. No.
She begins rubbing her temples, repeating herself over and over again. A minute passes. She snaps her head back and addresses the camera.
It's her. But it's not. What I brought back. Still a part of one. There is no way. No way out. No way. There is no hope for a future for me. And God, I can't go on like this any longer. I'll be safe here. The light can't reach me. I won't let it take me.
She brandishes a handgun.
Was planning on using this till I found some leftover meds. Don't want to risk calling attention to myself, to my body. Mom, Dad, Ari, I'm sorry.
She opens the desk drawer and deposits the firearm. She raises her gaze, stares into the camera. She reaches forward and ends the recording. Did it have to end like that? You open the drawer and pull out the gun. You absent-mindedly turn it over in your hands for a moment, wondering where you'll go from here. Site 17, 64. Surely you can't be all that's left. The computer dings. There's been an update to the file. Current iteration updated 1 minute ago.
Saffron skies raise the blazing sun. A chance encounter, awkward displays. One day, my love, we'd be as one. With 2 entwined, a set course begun. That frenetic, wild, lustrous haze. Azure skies host the radiant sun. Above us beaming as we run. Down that aisle, a fervent craze. That day, my love, we became as one. With future unfolded, the life we'd won. Commitment and duty for the family we'd raise. Cerulean skies ferry the shimmering sun. Buried, shackled by fate, overrun by ever-growing resent and malaise. Yesterday, my love, we were as one. Now you lie here, the life in you gone, in the dark outside of her rays. Crimson skies bear the torch, our sun. Today, my love, we'll be as one.
Without your prompting, the page begins playing a video file. You freeze when the image loads. It's a live feed, looking down on you from behind, about a foot away. A skeletal, inky left hand enters the frame, approaching you at a snail's pace. It's missing its ring finger. Without a second thought, you turn and fire in a frenzy, hoping to drive off the spectre. Your bullets meet an empty wall. There's nothing there. A second passes before you hear it, before you hear them. Sloshing wet thuds coming down the corridor accompanied by a chorus of screams.
Why would you shoot?
It slams into the door. Could there be a place to hide? It strikes a second time. What appears to be a face, part human, part something, dribbles in under the frame. Bits of flesh and God knows what oozes in through the sides and reconstitutes into fingers, eyes, feathers. A third. Now it's pressing up against the wood, causing it to sag inwards. With a groan and a crash, the wood splinters. The door explodes open. Hands and arms stretch out of the mass, pulling you up, passing you from one to the next, on and on down the line. They drag you past empty containment units, upwards through the stairwell, through the halls and towards the tunnel. You're afforded a few precious moments in the darkness, and at the end of the tunnel, there is light. And there we are, everyone. That concludes When Day Breaks. What an emotional journey we all had.
Man, ain't no emotional journey we all had, man. You should have just said the dude was gonna get pulled up and everybody dies on Earth. Man, dude.